Hi guys. Okay, week 4. If you're wondering what's going on, I've had to re-record this part of the training because I forgot to press the record button when we were doing the Zoom call. So if it's in 2 bits, that's why I've had to re-record this bit separately just to add on to the beginning of the training. So I do apologise. So we've just done the training. It was amazing. I'm so pumped. So I don't mind redoing this bit at all because I've really enjoyed it. So week 4, level up. Super excited, and it's just the best course. I think I've fallen madly in love with this course. I'm enjoying it so much, and I really hope you guys as well. Thank you so much for showing up and all of your feedback. Like the feedback you guys gives us, I'm getting so many lovely messages of people telling me the difference it's made. And do you know what? Honestly, that flipping fuels mine and Lisa's fire so much. So thank you. So this week is all about the compound effect. We've got some really powerful stuff for you guys about the compound effect, and we're going to touch again about your why and how you can leverage on your why to help you get over things that hold you back on your business. Okay, so answer me this: has confidence or fear ever held you back in your business? Has confidence or fear ever held you back? Has it ever stopped you doing something? Lack of confidence or fear, okay? Has it ever held you back? Of course it has. It's held us all back. Absolutely every single one of us, okay? I read this analogy last night and I really wanted to talk about it tonight and tell you guys it tonight because it just spoke to me, and I just thought, oh my gosh, this is so powerful. So answer me this question. If I was to lay a 3-foot wide plank of wood on the floor right now and said to you, walk along that plank of wood and I'll give you 20 quid. Lay it on the floor, walk along it and I'll give you 20 quid. What would you say? Of course you'd say, yeah, you'd do it. No bother. Absolutely easy peasy. You'd do it. Of course you would. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you another question. I'm going to place that plank of wood at the top of 2 skyscrapers, connecting them together, and you have to walk along that plank of wood from one skyscraper to the other, and I'll give you 20 quid. Would you do it? Same plank of wood, just a different place. Would you walk along that plank of wood to the other skyscraper? No, of course you wouldn't. Well, unless you're super duper brave, but it's just you and the plank of wood. Would you do it? No. From the Zoom, not many people would. Okay, now, same situation. There's a plank of wood connecting 2 skyscrapers. You're stood on one and I'm saying to you, walk across to the other, but the other one is on fire and your child is at the top of that building. What would you do? What would you do differently? You would run. Fear would have no place in your thought process. You would run to that other building and save your child. You would run across that plank of wood. Absolutely wouldn't give it a second thought. You'd fly over and you'd go save your child. Of course you would. There would be no time for fear because you are emotionally connected to what's on the other side of that plank of wood. You have to. Like, there is no way on this earth you wouldn't not. You would do it, okay? You'd say yes. The risk would be completely the same. It would be probably even a little bit more, but the risk would be completely the same. But the why would be different. The why would you cross that building would be totally different. You'd cross that building to save your child. Of course you would. There's no change in the risks. There's just a change in the reason why. Not for 20 quid, but to save your child. Of course, that's rather dramatic and it's very unlikely ever going to happen to anybody. I certainly hope not. But I hope that it's enough for you to reason with your fears and understand that fear has no place if your why is big enough. If the why for your business, for where your sense of business is taking you, if your why is big enough, there's no room for fear. Absolutely no room for fear. There's no time for fear. And you can push aside, hopefully that analogy is enough for you to realise that you can 100% push aside fear if you choose to. If the why you do what you do is powerful enough and emotional enough, you can 100% push that aside, okay? So many people say that they lack confidence and it holds them back, including myself. We all say it, okay? But in reality, it's not confidence that we need. We need courage. We need courage to push ourselves to do the things that scare us enough times that they don't scare us anymore, so we become confident in them. So, for example, when I go to an airport, I'm really nervous and I'm really scared. I find the whole process of security extremely nerve-wracking. It makes me, I don't go very often, I don't fly very often, so the whole situation makes me, sorry, my hair, it really frustrates me. The whole situation really stresses me out, and I do not feel confident in the whole process of going through an airport, but I do it, I push myself through it, because I'm going to go on a plane and I'm going to go on holiday, or I'm going to go see Sensey people, or I'm going to do something fun and something that I want to do. So I'll push myself through to do it. But while I'm like flapping, convincing myself that, you know, I'm going to get arrested Bridget Jones style, I know it's other people around me who are absolutely completely relaxed. They're literally in their comfort zone. They're confident going through security. They're not stressed. They know what to do. And it's not that they are, you know, that they weren't once the same as me. It's just that they've done it enough times now to become confident in what they're doing. Maybe they maybe fly every week, or they maybe fly, you know, a couple of times a week even. You just don't know. There might be business people who need to fly regularly, so it doesn't scare them because they've done it enough times now that they've become confident in it. So, having courage to do the thing that scares you, whether it be ask someone to join, or ask somebody to take a borrow bag, or post something on Facebook that you may be thinking, oh my gosh, what will people think? If you just start doing it and do it over and over and over again, you will become confident in it. You just have to start doing it, okay? Start doing it when it scares you and do it enough times that it doesn't scare you anymore. It's so, so simple. And it's a result of the compound effect, which is something that we're talking about tonight. Okay, how to understanding how to overcome your fear is one of the most powerful things you can do. Having your why as an emotional connection to get across that burning building, you know, being really passionately connected to your why will help you overcome that fear. So obviously for me, putting myself through something that I really don't want to do, the whole airport security thing, I put myself through because I want to go on holiday, or I want to go wherever that plane's going to take me. And obviously, similar to like crossing that plank of wood, you want to do it because you obviously you want to save your child. Yes, it's very dramatic, I know, but it's really, really powerful. Sometimes the dramatic things need to be said so it gets your brain thinking. Okay, so building. So obviously it makes you do those crazy things that you don't want to do, those hard things that you don't want to do. But the thing is it's worth it, because let's face it, nothing worth having comes easy, and nothing that comes easy is worth having. But so being emotionally connected to what goes on is going to make you do the things that need to be done, regardless of fear. Now, material and money goals are great. They're a great motivator. They can make you do some really hard stuff. And if you don't have money, the thought of a £10,000 paycheck will literally make you do everything, make you do all the things. If you knew that you were going to get that £10,000 paycheck, you would work all the hours, do all those things. However, there's a lot of successful people who've got the dream house, huge bank balance, dream car, but they're still not happy. Why is that? Why are they not happy? Because extraordinary accomplishment does not guarantee extraordinary joy or happiness or love or a sense of meaning. Just because they've achieved something absolutely extraordinary doesn't mean that they feel fulfilled. And if you ask anyone who claims to have found the key to happiness, they will say that the missing ingredient in their situation is fulfillment. It's having a meaningful life. To be fulfilled, the best way to be fulfilled is to help others, to give more than you take, to do more for others than you do for yourself, to devote yourself to making the world a better place. That is the meaning of fulfillment. And what an incredible industry that we're in. What an amazing opportunity that we have here, where we can build a business by fulfilling others, by helping others, empowering others, helping others. We can give them a light when they might need one. We offer an opportunity to people who may think that they're never going to do any more than a 9-to-5 job and go to work to pay for their car, to get to work, to pay for the car, to get to work that pays for the car, and so on and so on and so on. It becomes a rat race of just never ending. They, stuck in that cycle of someone else determining, so a boss determining what your paycheck should be and what your hours should be, what your time should be with your family, someone else determining that. We offer a completely different opportunity. What an incredible, amazing opportunity that we offer, that we can give somebody the chance to build a business, that they write their own paycheck, that they decide what they do, and they can feel so fulfilled. We can give people a life of fulfillment. We can empower people. We can allow people to see that they can achieve more. They don't need any qualifications. They don't need financial investment. They just need to work. They just need to work. We're so lucky. Not only is fear the thing that holds people back, so is comparison, okay? So be honest, have you ever compared yourself? On the Zoom, we were literally overwhelmed with the amount of people who said that they'd compared themselves in a massive way. Some people were doing it daily, some people were doing it hourly. Absolutely devastating, because we all know what happens when you compare yourself. Comparison, we all hear it, and I know, people say it's a cliche. Cliches are cliches for a reason, because they're true. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison steals your joy. So why do we do it? Why? The most powerful thing I've found is something to help you sort of rationalise comparison, is something from Simon Sinek. He spoke about there's two different things. I wasn't planning on saying this first one, but I spoke about it on the call because of the sheer amount of people who said that they'd struggled with comparison. Where Simon Sinek spoke at two conferences, okay? He spoke at a Microsoft conference and an Apple conference. He spoke at both of them, and he watched the whole conference while he was there, both of them, okay? You might think Microsoft, Apple, they are competition. They both make similar products and they're in competition with each other. He said the Microsoft conference, all they spoke about, their whole business, their whole conference, the drive they put into their workforce is about beating Apple. That's what they work for. They work to beat Apple. The Apple conference, their dedication, their why, their conference, they spoke about how they can help more teachers teach better and how they can help more students learn better. Wow. I was like, and that is why people queue outside the Apple shops for a brand new device that's not even that much different to their old one. That is why Apple dominates the market. Not because of what they do, because of why they do it. Microsoft products probably beat Apple's in quality and in technology, but yet Apple dominates the market. And the reason they dominate the market is because of why they do it. They have no interest in beating Microsoft. They have no interest in beating whoever else. All they're interested in is with their why. What are they trying to do? They desperately want to help more teachers teach and more students learn. So that's what they're dedicated to doing, and that is so powerful and has the most incredible effect there. People are literally obsessed with Apple, so dedicated, so loyal to them because of that reason why. It really spoke to me. So not only obviously that, but also he talks about the infinite and the finite game. So the explanation of this has really spoken to me when it comes to comparison. Really spoken to me, because comparison, like, you need to know the game you're in. You need to know the game you're in, and then there's no place for comparison. So the finite game is said to be a game that's finite. It finishes. It has a set number of players, a set number of rules. There's only certain ways that you can play the game, and there's a winner. The game, somebody wins and the game ends. Okay, game has an ending when somebody wins. An infinite game is defined as there's a known and unknown number of players. So you don't know how many people are playing. Players can come and go. The rules are changeable, but the object is not to win. The object is just to keep the game going. Keep the game going. So a finite game, for example, chess, or, you know, a game that's got a set number of Monopoly, set number of rules, set number of players, and there's a way to win. But the infinite game, it's not about winning. There's no winners. There's just keeping the game going. It really spoke to me. I was like, oh my goodness, that is so true. What game are we in? We are in the infinite game. We are in the infinite game. There's no room for comparison, because it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. All you've got to do is keep your game going. Keep playing the game. Which is why I've been reading The Compound Effect this week, and it has just... it has awoken my senses. I am so excited by the power in what it's told me. So to stay in the infinite game, you need not win. There's no need to win or compare yourself to anyone else, because no one wins. There's no winners, literally no winners. No one is getting to any finish line. You just need to stay in the game. And to do that, you just need to be consistent. And by being consistent, you are putting the compound effect to work. The compound effect is literally phenomenal. Okay, it's not one big thing, it's lots of little things done consistently, lots of times over a long period of time, and how they build up to give absolutely insane results. Okay, it's asking 3 people to join 3 times a week. It's asking, that's 36 people a month. That's 468 people a year you would have asked if they'd considered starting their own Scentsy business. Okay, they're not all going to say yes. Absolutely not going to say yes. But imagine, like, be honest with yourself. Imagine what that would do for your business. That's small, so 3 people 3 times a week. It's no big deal. 3 people 3 times a week. That would literally take you no time at all. If you ask them to join, imagine the effect it would have. The majority will say no, but guess what? Some people are going to say yes. If you do that, I promise you some people will say yes. And I don't mean being a spammer pammer and meet people's inboxes. I mean contacting people in your network and asking them if they'd consider joining, right? If you do 3 people 3 times a week, guess what? You are going to have, literally, the compound effect is going to explode your business. It's posting on social media every day. Imagine you sat and scheduled your posts every day on social media. It's getting 3 borrow bags out a week. Like, maybe not 3, maybe 1. But imagine if you did that consistently, getting 3 opportunity packs out a week. Absolutely phenomenal. Those small numbers build up. Small things build up over time to build absolutely phenomenal results. Doing them over and over and over again, really, really powerful stuff. It's not, okay, start now, but it's not what you do once. It's what you do every single day. It's what you do over and over and over again. It's so powerful. It really is. So Lisa is going to demonstrate now with a visual of what we actually mean and the power of the